Hey everyone, my name is Jonathan Turner, and today I'm going to talk to you about how fire codes are enforced and applied here in Lexington, Kentucky. To start, we'll go over how the system works, who is responsible for inspections, how buildings are kept safe, and why all of this really matters. Whether you're in construction, public safety, or someone who wants to understand how fire protection works in your community, this will give you a solid overview. So starting off, we'll get into the education, enforcement, and engineering. So these are the three pillars when it comes to fire prevention and building safety. For education, it involves training both the public and professionals on how to prevent fires, from fire drills in schools to training construction crews on safe practices. Enforcement means inspecting buildings and holding people accountable to the code. If something's unsafe, there will be fines or stop work orders. And finally, engineering. This is the part that happens behind the scenes. It includes the redesign of the building, the choice of fire-rated materials, and systems like sprinklers, alarms, all that stuff that if a fire happens, it's going to keep people safe. Next is code enforcement. In Lexington, the fire code enforcement is handled by the Lexington Fayette Urban County government, especially through the Division of Building Inspection and the Lexington Fire Department. They follow the Kentucky Building Code and Kentucky Fire Prevention Code, which are based on the national IBC and IFC, which is the International Building and Fire Codes. Inspectors check plans before construction starts. They visit job sites, and as the building gets built, they will do inspections and visits. They also do annual or surprise inspections for some types of buildings. Some of these are restaurants, daycares, and multi-unit housing. Next is we're going to talk about applying code to new and existing buildings. When a new building is planned, Lexington requires that it meets all the latest codes, including fire separation walls, proper exits for egress and ingress, proper sprinklers and alarms. For existing buildings, if you're doing a remodel or changing the way the building is used, like turning a warehouse into apartments, obviously it's going to be a little different. This usually has to be updated to the current fire code for the type of building that you're going to be utilizing. Even buildings that aren't changing must follow basic safety rules like keeping exits clear, again going back to egress, and having working fire alarms. Next, we will get into fire resistant testing and organizations. So to figure out how safe a material is during a fire, Lexington relies on national testing organizations like ASTM International, Underwriters Laboratories, and the NFPA, or the National Fire Protection Association. One of the most common fire tests used is the ASTM E119, which tests how long walls, floors, and ceilings can hold up under fire. Another is the UL263, which tests how building materials perform under heat and flames. These tests give the materials a fire rating like 1 or 2 hours, which tells us how long they'll protect people in fire. So everything in homes has a fire rating. It's always good to know what your home is going to hold if a fire was to start inside of your house or whatever building you're in. So that goes for all buildings. Fire ratings and code enforcement. During inspections, fire ratings are super important. If a wall is supposed to be fire rated for 2 hours, that means it has to be built exactly the way it was tested. The same studs, drywall, insulation, and even the right fire rated caulk. If someone cuts corners, it can fail early in the fire and endanger multiple lives because it's not living up to its fire rating that is supposed to be known. Next, going into unsafe structures in Lexington. In Lexington, common unsafe structures include buildings with blocked exits, no smoke alarms, faulty wiring, or old wooden framing that has not been maintained. These are violations that inspectors often find. Sometimes the issues are, fixable. They're small. Excuse me. Other times the building may be condemned or have limited use until repairs are made. That is for the people's safety, and whoever's using the building will be required to fix that. For hazardous construction types, one of the most hazardous construction types in Lexington is Type V, which is wood frame buildings, especially older homes and buildings that are downtown. They can burn quickly and allow flames to spread between units or floors. If there is no fire blocking doors or walls, otherwise known as firewalls or fire doors, these buildings are safe when properly maintained and upgraded, but without modern protection, they can be a high-risk structure. Next is plans review and structural control. Before any building goes up here in Lexington, there's a plan that reviews the process. The city checks the blueprints and checking for fire code compliance. This includes everything from sprinkler layout to emergency exits. Then during construction, structural control is used to make sure that rated firewalls, stairwells, and support systems are built correctly. This step in stopping fire from spreading and giving this step is key in stopping fire from spreading and giving people the time that they need to get out safely. So to wrap it up, Lexington takes fire safety seriously by combining smart engineering, regular inspections, and strict enforcement of state and national codes. Whether it's testing materials, checking buildings, or educating the public, it all comes together to protect lives and property. Thanks for listening, and stay safe out there.